Bonsoir. Well, I think we have a couple of mistakes in the first half. They got Fenerbahce the advantage of those 6 points in a game like this where it's too much. Every point matters. Talk about using our fouls, and we didn't use them in the first half sometimes. And they got advantage in fast breaks when it's not a team that wants to run and use the fast break. I think second half we were better, more balanced. It's very hard to play against a team that switches a lot like them. So you put the game in one-on-one situations for a long time, and you got to find different solutions for those little angles and one-on-ones with your ball handlers. I think we did well most of the time, but still we were not like shooting the ball well enough from 3-point to get a big advantage. Shooting 26% is not good enough to beat a team like Fenerbahce. You feel like, there's 3 holes in a boat. You always try to tap one, and they're true talent. They got players in every position. When you blitz one guy, you leave a shooter open. They go to the post. You have to also blitz them, double team, and they find shooters. So that's how we've been all the season. But this is a very talented team, and that's also the reason they are in the Final Four.
Donnell didn't play for more than a month due to injury. Has he fully recovered, or did he manage to just go out there and help his team?
So he was recovered from the injury, but of course, not enough practice, not enough game time. We try to play him. Of course, a game like this is the physicality, the speed is too high. I tried to play him first half. I thought that he was a little, he was not ready yet, so that's why I changed my mind on the second half.
You talk about the moment, after the buzzer, it's been a huge run for this team, and you all took a moment in the center court, and I think you had a speech. Could you share with us about that moment?
Yeah, I think, we finished our EuroLeague season tonight, and my speech was just I'm proud of them, what we have accomplished. Our first season in the EuroLeague, the effort that I don't know how many games we played, 70, something like this so far, and the mental, the physical effort that you got to do all these months to stay healthy, to compete. And I think there's maybe 1 or 2 games that we didn't have a chance to win the game. We compete in every game, in 70 games, and that's hard to do. Even the big teams sometimes don't do it. And that's why I'm super proud of them.
Is there a feeling or a sense of the end of something special? Because basically, you guys know that next season you won't have the same group in the EuroLeague. The season is not over, obviously, but...
Yeah, I don't like to think about the future, but yeah, we don't know who's going to be here next season, but I also told them the job is not finished. We still got something. We got to finish the LMB, and we want to be the last team standing. So the job is not finished. EuroLeague is done, but the job is not finished.
You talk about when you were down 7 points, I think 1:30 to play, 73-80, and then you were able to, get the overtime, TJ Shorts, every fee.
Yeah, we did this several times this season, right? Like we came back and had a shot to win. This group is resilient, like I said. We know we make runs during the game, right? So there is some good runs and some bad runs. For the most part of the season, we had a lot of good runs. And on those minutes, we went to a good run, a couple of big shots, Nadir, TJ, and everyone. Defensively, I think they made a big effort. You know, playing a lot of minutes and not just the minutes, but the intensity that we played those minutes. These guys are giving everything there in the court.
Hi, Coach. For EuroLeague basketball. Well, despite losing the series, maybe it's a time to reflect on an incredible season you guys had. And what are your key takeaways from this season, this tough playoff series, going into the next year?
Key takeaways. I think physicality, as always, when you play a playoff, goes up. Um, you know, you got to be ready for that. I think we were. I think we, some little details that we didn't win, like first game. Today we go to overtime. So all basketball is about those little details, and comes sometimes with experience. I think if we, for example, just use a couple fouls in fast breaks, we would have won this game. So we're gonna learn from this. Um, but there is so many things I wanna, share about this team that right now I don't have the words to do it. But like I said, I think the world is proud of what they did this season.
And Fenerbahce is the first team to qualify into the Final Four. How do you see their chances?
Oh, we have a great team. We try everything we could, from blitzing players, from different coverages, different matchups. I think they have a very complete squad roster, with shooters, with ball handlers, with big guys, rim protectors, guys that can switch, guys that can be in coverage, catch and shoot guys, you name it. Guys with experience. This is a squad done to be in the Final Four.
What do you think of tonight's T-Shirts game? And he was really a leader, not only in scoring.
Yeah, I mean TJ has been doing this the whole season. That's why he's the best point guard in the EuroLeague. Had amazing season. Had a good game tonight. Led the team. That's what I have for him.
Dernière question, last question.
Just a word about the overtime, maybe how hard it is to guard, Viverovic.
I mean, we know that he's a great shooter, and he really started the overtime with a couple pull-ups, where it's not his game. But like I said, they have these type of players that we are worried about the catch and shoot, but he can create from the shot too. And he's so tall; he's just shooter over us, and make some huge buckets there at the beginning of the overtime. And we were just trying to get back, and then a couple fouls they got, free throws, and we never had a chance in the overtime.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great season.
Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work. There's gonna be some malfunction.
It used to work though. Something like that.
Very nice for the TV cameras.
Who's in charge? Are we?
Can we just go? Your statement about the game.
All right, congratulations to our players, congratulations to our fans, congratulations especially to our fans who came here in Paris to support. We heard them. It was a huge support for our players. I want to also mention Thiago and Paris. They had a fantastic season. I'm sure they won a lot of hearts of a lot of basketball fans all over Europe. Some teams starting to play a little bit like Paris. We took some things from Paris. A huge respect for my players. Last month we even went one level up. This is the most important. As every level we go up, we must get better and better. The same is for the Final Four. You must find a way to improve. To play against Paris and to stop them to play transition basketball, to have probably under 10 turnovers average in the 3 games probably was one of the biggest keys. We were patient, we were good, we played very good basketball. I believe we deserved to win the series, and now it's a little bit of the moment to celebrate and hopefully go to Abu Dhabi and give yourself a chance for the European title. Thank you, Rafa. Thank you, Rafa, for coming. Thank you. Thank you, Rafa.
Can you talk about the end of the game when you had some kind of momentum? You were up 7, but then Paris,
But it's going to drop right now. You want me to take it in my hands?
I don't have your face.
You have nice logo. I can take it in your hands. Yeah.
Yeah, so Paris was able to do one last run and get to the overtime. Did you have a scare that they might gain the momentum back?
Well, no, I think the momentum in the team that plays such a high pace, it's constantly shifting. It's not surprise 0-8 and 0-6 or +6, 0 +8. This is the situations that for the most part we avoided very good. It was 1-0-8 at the end of the third. In the second game, we did something like this with Hifi, also probably in the third, in the first game. But this is the game of runs, and with Paris even more so. I believe we didn't manage good the last minute and a half of the fourth quarter. We didn't came out with a clear ideas what we're gonna do, and this is the biggest moments, in the game where you must run your stuff, the ones you set, the ATOs and everything is extremely important. And luckily we were able to keep our poise. Obviously, Tariq has a big 5 points in the beginning of overtime, which gave us a little bit of the confidence and get us back on the track. And yeah, so the big games are always won by those details that you're talking about.
When you look back, 1 year ago, how do you feel about the way your team has evolved in terms of basketball?
Well, it's a different team. It's a different team. We changed many players. We have, the unfortunate luck of Scotty, going out, and Scotty was supposed to be a big piece in the equation. So everything is different, The European season is 10 months, it's so long, so you're constantly trying to juggle the situations. I think, I like where we're at right now. I really like where we're at, and most importantly is you give yourself another opportunity at the title. We're 2 games away, and it's just a 1-game situation, and let's see. We must be optimistic.
Hi, Coach. Congrats for EuroLeague basketball.
Thank you. You're going to ask me if I'm happy?
No. Well, I know you're not. This is your 5th straight Final Four, and second row with Fenerbahce. It's a bit of a similar question, but how much of a different Fenerbahce team can we expect in Abu Dhabi compared to what EuroLeague last year?
It's probably not going to be much different. I mean, we're still the same players, the same coach, the same idea of basketball. I'm not so sure we're going to be much different. The Final Four is just, you just have to be sharper. The details have to be at the highest level. You cannot give points for free. The other team's going to be in Abu Dhabi are going to be very, very good team, and they will punish you for a lot of mistakes. So sometimes it's just not making mistakes versus playing great stuff. Everybody wants to play great in the Final Four, and for sure we will try. But just be able to suffer, understand the situations you can give up and you cannot give up. So let's see. We have time for that after some celebrations. Marco is faking with the water here, but it's okay.
Where is this?
So you've been with Nigel in Žalgiris and in Barcelona, and then 2 years in a row of Nigel being in the EuroLeague first team. What can you say about how he evolved as a player?
I'm tired of answering questions about Nigel, man. The whole movie is following us about Nigel right now.
Everybody will see.
Everybody will see. Don't worry. How many questions we can answer about Nigel?
Marco,
I can talk, yeah.
obviously Fenerbahce won the EuroLeague in 2017 and you came a bit after that. How likely do you see this team achieving that success that had in 2007?
I mean, of course we have a chance. We know we can play against anyone. We know we can beat anyone, but like Coach said, it's one game. It's that weekend, and you have to be, sharper and ready, and hopefully you can make shots. Then everything is easier. But we know we are confident. We know we can play against anybody, and it's just now we have to celebrate a little bit, reset, try to do the job in Turkish league, get ready, get the other guys healthy, and hopefully we stay healthy and we go there with full strength.
Coach, one last question. So you were able to win a very crucial game without Sardar and without Vinko. How scary would that be for the next opponent of yours?
No, I don't think it's scary. The thing I like about this team is that they responded to a lot of adversity over the years. This is a good sign. It doesn't guarantee you anything when we go into Abu Dhabi, but this is a very, very good sign. They've been through a lot, this team, and they found a way to keep their head above the water for the first part of the season, and then they found a way to get playing better basketball. So it's nice. It's a nice feeling. It's a lot of character. You guys probably not following a lot the Turkish league. In the Turkish league, we pulled out many games that it seemed to be not possible. So this is what I like. Where we have the poise, we have the character. We still have the ways to improve in that, but it's really a nice feeling. It's really a nice feeling right now in Fenerbahce.
Could you talk about it seems like you took a little bath in the locker room.
Yeah. Well, I was just trying not to get concussion with Nigel. Oh, again, I'm answering questions about Nigel. And Nigel rolling me and everything, and the backflip was pretty impressive. I was a little bit out of control there. Listen, God wish all the problems in life would be like this. You know what I mean? One wetsuit and one freezing cold jacuzzi. So this is what we do. I ask for my players 100% every day. It's not easy for them to be coached by the coach like me, but these are the moments that compensates for a lot of things. So this is extremely important for our unity. As a team.
Was that a charge on Nigel?
Where?
When he pushed you?
Oh, no, don't worry. Well, he will get it back. I mean, he will get it back. Don't worry.
Hi, Coach.
Hi.
Congratulations on
Thank
the
you.
win. We're here for Occam Sport, and we wanted to ask you if there's a specific Norwegian player that you got ready for, and if so, who was it?
Well, we don't care too much about Shorts, Ward, and Hiffy. So we probably played like we don't care. No. I mean, listen, all these games is about is not about the individual players. There's sometimes the game plan where you are willing to kind of 50 points for a great player, and sometimes you try to stop everything. So it depends the way the team setup is. I mean, Paris is a very good basketball team, and very good basketball teams have a good team game. So you need to kind of think about their tendencies and so on. And it's very difficult against them. It's very difficult against them. But of course, you try to get yourself ready for shorts and for Hifi. But at the same time, they have other weapons and so on. So I mean, it's a little bit of the balance between the two things.
Since you're tired of answering about Nigel,
You're going to ask one more question about Nigel, right?
I'll ask about Tariq. Would it be fair to say that he became an X factor in the series?
No, Tariq is not an X factor anymore. Tariq is a big piece of what we do. I think maybe he was X factor 2 years ago, or maybe even last year. Not this year. He's not the X factor. He's a huge factor. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Ayla, Lucas, Rafa, and Santi. Thank you very much.
Juste à quelle heure on envoie les papiers, quoi. Est-ce que jusqu'à 40, 50, ou est-ce que je vais se vérifier en 5 minutes?